46-43 at the end. We were down by, what were we down by, like 14? And we were down by 5, and they botch a kickoff on the end zone line. It hits his hand, it goes underneath him, and he doesn't realize he can go pick it up. So one of our guys swoops in, scores a touchdown, puts up by 3. We put it up by 1, we convert 2-point conversion, built by 3, and then they march on the field and score. And then we had a Hail Mary that got dropped in the end zone. But it was chaos. The game was drunk.
Nice try.
Welcome to Franklin College's Spot Stadium for tonight's HGAC men's soccer match and senior night with the Anderson Ravens taking on your Franklin College Grizzlies. Let's meet the starting lineups for tonight's match. First visitors from Anderson. In goal, number 0, Braden Kennedy. Number 3, Wesley Lewis. Number 4, Noah New. Number 8, Drew Vaughn. Number 14, Dalton Grubbs. Number 16, Jackson Gilly. Number 19, Emmett Kendler. Number 22, Caleb Hoku. Number 25, Luke Wyman. Number 26, Jack Harris. And number 30, Rico Mandolini. Head coach of the Ravens is Scott Ridley. Now, on your feet, fans, it's time to meet tonight's starting lineup for your Franklin College Grizzlies. In goal, senior number 00, Ian Rowe. Number 2, Jackson Gent. Number 5, Russell Milovovic. Number 6, Lucas Pereira. Number 7, Teo Sasso. Senior number 10, Brenton Heinrich. Senior number 11, Saul Cruz. Senior number 16, Logan Ramsey. Senior number 19, Blake Stack. Number 26, Cameron Darnold. And senior number 29, Lucas Stout. Head coach of the Grizzlies is Josh Shaw. Assistant coaches are Lee Fryer and Garrett Belden. Ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you please rise if you're able and remove your hats as we honor America with the playing of the national anthem.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to Grizz TV. I'm your host, Ryan Gage, for tonight's men's soccer match today as your Grizzlies host the Anderson Ravens. It's senior night here for Franklin, where we celebrate the 6 seniors on this year's team who all start in one of their final home matches of the season here at Franklin College and Fott Stadium. Franklin's season has been far from course as they still are looking for their first win on the year. Anderson comes in today with all to play for as they still chase the final spot in the conference championship, just 1 point back of the 6th place seed. So let's meet tonight's starting lineups. First, for the visiting Ravens. In goal, number 0, Braden Kennedy. Number 3, Wesley Lewis. Number 4, Noah New. Number 8, Drew Vaughn. Number 14, Dalton Grubbs. Number 16, Jackson Gillig. Number 19, Emmett Kindler. Number 22, Caleb Opoku. Number 25, Luke Weinman. Number 26, Jack Harris. And number 30, Rico Mandolini. And now for your Grizzlies. In goal, the senior, 00, Ian Rowe. Number 2, Jackson Gent. Number 5, Russell Blolovic. Number 6, Lucas Perea. Number 7, Teo Sasso. Number 10, senior, Britton Heinrich. Number 11, another senior, Saul Cruz. Number 16, senior, Logan Ramsey. Number 19, senior, Blake Stack. Number 26, Cam Darnold. Number 29, senior, Lucas Stout. Your starting 11 for your Grizzlies in this matchup. The 6 seniors honored pregame with great comments from their fellow teammates and seniors about their time here at Franklin. And Franklin will get us kicked off here as the sun gets to set on the field here, and Franklin will be underway as Sasso plays it back for Perea, who will try to play it long down the right wing for Heinrich. Franklin season's been defined by a lack of offense. Is the main thing, just 9 goals scored in 16 games. Most of those coming from the juniors, Teo Sasso up top. And Franklin today going up against a Anderson team that lacks a little offense themselves, but more productive than Franklin has been. 17 goals in their 15 matchups. And so Franklin and Anderson both trying to set out on the attack early. We'll see which teams can kind of get into a rhythm first in this matchup. Picks it up for Franklin here in the midfield following the goal kick. Now Anderson on the attack down the left-hand side. Stout back in defense. Stack on the far side for Franklin on defense. Kicks it out for a goal kick. Or a throw-in, sorry. Anderson setting up for a long throw in towards the middle of the box. Gent rises with the header and clears it away for Franklin. And then a foul on the ensuing clearance from Heinrich, and Franklin wins a free kick. Sasso wins the header on the free kick, but taken away by the Anderson defense. And then Ramsey makes a challenge there on Harris in the midfield. Winning it back for Franklin, and Perea will just play it back here for the senior Lucas Stout. Ramsey in the midfield gets dispossessed himself, this time by Kindler, and now Anderson has some room to attack in defense. Stack trying to hold off. And Heinrich able to step in there and win it back to the Franklin forwards to drive forward. Right, and Sasso plays some 1-2 in the midfield. Sasso try to cross it in, takes a deflection there off of Harris, and out for a throw in for Franklin. Errant clearance there from Darnold. Sees it picked up by Lewis, who tries to play it down that far left-hand side. But unable to reach it is the Anderson attacker down there. And it's out for a goal kick for Franklin. Poku wins the goal kick for Anderson. Anderson sitting in 7th place in the conference tournament standings right now. Just 1 point back. It's been a rough run of form. 5 straight winless matches, 3 losses, 2 draws for Anderson. They try to come in today fighting for the last spot. Franklin just trying to play spoilers out of the conference tournament race with only just 2 points on the season. And then foul called there on Jackson Gillig. Up top for Bolovic. Can't get there. Coming out of his net is Braden Kennedy to claim that before it can go out. On the goal kick. Anderson has possession with Lewis, but then loses it down the right-hand side, and Franklin on the attack for the Donald gets ahead to it just as far as Harris, and now on the left-hand side with Mandolini. It'll be a corner as Mandolini wins his team a corner on that far side. It'll be Dalton Grubbs to take the corner kick. The leading assister on this Anderson team has 7 assists on the season is Grubbs, senior, trying to whip in across from this corner. Find a man in the box. A lot of numbers forward. Anderson all near that 6-yard box in towards the back post. Headed on goal, headed away by Ramsey. Still not fully clear, but now Perea has it and has a bit of room to play it forward. Try to find Sasso on the far other side. Taken away by the Anderson defender. One of the last men back for the Ravens. Foul there committed by Kindler on the header attempt, and it's a free kick for Franklin as we're 8 minutes into this matchup. The team recording a shot on target yet. And the foul this time committed by Franklin. Anderson trying to go forward. Belovic steps in the midfield, wins it back. Pereira with a good back heel to find him with pressure around him from two Ravens players. Now Sasso on the left-hand side settles it nicely. Drives through the midfield. Gets it dispossessed there by the Anderson. Number 14, Grubbs. Down that left-hand side, Gent first one to it, and we'll just clear it away. Possession goes right back for Anderson. Again, Gent's clearance intercepted by Opoku on the other side. And on the far side, Stack intercepts that long pass, keeps it in play, and now Heinrich on the right-hand side, trying to cut through, skips past one, keeps going, tries to lay it off in the midfield for some support, but no one there to help him out, and it's cleared back to the keeper, Kennedy. Pereira makes a big interception there. Sasso finds Pereira on the outside of the box. Pereira has some help out with Cruz. Cruz on the left-hand side will try to cross it in, looking for Belovic. Belovic can't get a shot off, deflected. And then a foul committed there in the box by Belovic, maybe a handball potentially by Belovic, gives a free kick. Good attacking chance there for Franklin, but unable to capitalize is Belovic in Pereira. Pereira made the interception, and the pressure from Cruz. Now the other way goes Anderson. Through the midfield goes Kindler, but there is Darnold to clear it away for Franklin. Out for a throw-in. Long throw-in into the box. Gent rises again for another header. And Heinrich able to clear it away up top for Sasso. Now out wide with Heinrich, has a little space to work here. Franklin getting some numbers forward. Into Pereira in the midfield. Pereira trying to flip it out wide for Cruz. Unable to connect with the pass. And now Anderson on the counterattack with Gillig on the right-hand side. Plays in the middle for Harris. Smart move there from Gent with pressure on the back of him from Lewis to head it back to the keeper row for an easy grab. Top for Lewis, settling it down, playing out wide for the Ravens. Back into the midfield, no one there to claim it until Poku has to come back and get it. Now Gillig looking for some options with some space. Plays it up top for Lewis. Lewis trying to play it quickly, and then Lewis will take a long shot well the box and well wide left of the goalkeeper Ian Rowe. Perea trying to get it clear from Opoku, and Opoku will commit the foul there in the midfield. Free kick won by Franklin. And taken quickly for Ramsey. Plays it out wide for Stack. Anderson trying to break down the left-hand side. Gent there to intervene and makes a clean challenge. Perea takes away Gillick's pass, has some options forward, looking for a runner, trying to find Sasso. Sasso, touch takes him to his left, trying to cut back in, fighting with a defender, and then it's a foul by our center referee, given on Sasso. Free kick for the Ravens. Anderson down the left-hand side with Mandolini trying to play it up top. Getting around Gent. Can't quite do so. It goes out for a goal kick for Franklin. Opening 15 minutes. Pretty open for both teams. No one really getting any big chances on goal, but each team trying to work out some passes, trying to string something together. Both teams haven't been able to settle much down. Now Franklin has it out wide with Stout. Stout plays up top for Cruz. Flag stays down on that left-hand side. Cruz unable to keep it. And the defender, Vaughn, back there to in defense. Anderson trying to go forward. Wesley indirectly wins it for the Ravens. Now play forward. Back there is Stack to intervene. Now Gillick down the right-hand side. Cruz on the sliding challenge. Wins it cleanly. Anderson going forward, works their way into the box, untouched, and then plays it out. Deflection, corner kick for the Ravens. Grubbs will be taker again on this far side. Has an option short with Lewis taken into the box. Darnold rises, headed straight back up in the air. Still not cleared fully. Bounces once in the box, headed towards goal. Then Darnold again clears it away. Now Franklin trying to settle it down. Maybe try to launch a counterattack here. And Heinrich can't keep it. And Anderson back on the front foot. Gillick on that far side. Crosses it into the middle. Header taken there by Lewis, but unable to put it on target. It's well over the bar. Sure, the fifth-year senior keeper Rowe would have had a good read on that as well if it was on target. But early on, now it's probably the best scoring chance we've had in this first half, as there's 27 minutes to play still in this first period. on the right-hand side. Stout can't clear it cleanly. And it's on the right-hand side. Gillick into the box, bit behind his attackers, and then it's cleared away by Blolovic. Franklin trying to counter. Now Sasso plays it to Cruz on this left-hand side with some space to work. Defenders back now for Anderson. Perea trying to play a 1-2 with Cruz. Cruz plays it back for Ramsey. Ramsey with some options. Signs to play it back, and Franklin trying to play a bit of possession here. Heinrich unable to keep it for Franklin. Now Anderson back on the attack. Ramsey coming back to help on defense. Wins it on the challenge with Stout. Stout trying to release Cruz down the line. Gillig can't win it cleanly. Now fighting for possession, and a foul committed there by Gillig. So a free kick for Franklin here. A little bit out of shooting range for Sasso, but he scored a few this season from distance on these free kicks. Looks like he'll try to cross it in to the middle of the box. Blolovic gets a header to it, but just too much of a looping header for anything to threaten the keeper, Braden Kennedy. A good cross into the box, found the head of Blolovic, giving Franklin's first shot on target here in the 25th minute, or 25 minutes left to play in the first half. Anderson with possession in the midfield, trying to play it out wide to Opoku. And then it's cleared away, but back out for a corner kick off the foot of Stout. And the third corner here of the first half for the Ravens. Another corner. Grubbs looks to be the taker again. No option short this time, just to go into the box is his only option. Into the box, low driven near post, and finds a foot of a attacker in the box, but he can't connect cleanly, and it goes well wide on that chance. That was Noah New on the wide effort that fell to him in the box. Handball on Stout. Earns Anderson a free kick as possession battling in this near side of the pitch between Franklin and Anderson. So free kick for the Ravens as Vaughn whips it in long. Too much on it as it's an easy claim for the keeper Rowe. Heinrich on the far side of the field, another free kick to the Ravens. Into the box. Ramsey there to head it away. Falls for Vaughn, and Vaughn will try to cross it in deep to the back post, but too much on it, and out. It goes for a goal kick. Substitution for the Ravens here. As number 12, Xander Mays will check in, the freshman from Ohio, into the game for the Ravens. So sees Mandolini come off on that left-hand side up front. Now Franklin trying to put a bit of press here on this Anderson back line. Sasso giving chase. Eventually has to be cleared away by Vaughn. Sasso, Perea, and Cruz doing a good job in the press up front. Now Perea will try to play it over the top, looking for Heinrich. Heinrich into the box, trying to bring it down. Finally does so. Back against the goal, trying to get around defender, but then it's knocked away. Goal kick, or a throw in for Franklin. So a throw in for Franklin. We'll see there. Long throw specialist Cam Darnold come back from his center back spot. Try to make a throw in on this right hand side into the box. Has Perea, who will usually try to flick this on. Does so, trying to find Ramsey. And then a bit of appeal from the crowd for a handball. Unsure if there really was one on the flick from Perea. Nothing given by the referee, and Franklin wins it back off of Poku. And now an offside flag comes up. I believe that'll be on Cruz. One of those passes there. Gillig picks out Grubbs and trying to go forward. Header not quite cleared away. Now Mays on the left-hand side, and the substitute into the game, trying to create something for Anderson. Cross from the fullback. There's Gent there to deal with it and clears it away for Franklin. Mays back with it. Going inside, taken away by Bolovic, and now Franklin might try to launch a counterattack from this position. Bolovic's pass can't find a target, and Anderson wins back possession of the ball for time being. Pereira picks it up, and now Franklin has a bit of numbers advantage. Heinrich has possession with it on the right-hand side, trying to pick out an option, and it can't find a target, and it's deflected away for Lewis to pick up. Now cross into the box. Late runner there from on the middle of the box, but cleared away by Stout. Now Pereira wins it for Franklin, has some options going forward. Pereira will try to play it up top, looking for Sasso. Slipping in the midfield there is Anderson defender. Now Heinrich plays it back for Sasso. Sasso on the left foot, trying to get a shot off. Cuts back onto the right, takes a shot right near post of Kennedy, and he'll make an easy save on the dive. Good build up there from Franklin to win it back. Heinrich picks out Sasso, the leading scorer for the Franklin team. Gets it onto his right foot. And gets a shot off, tries to go to the left of the keeper Kennedy, but Kennedy there to match it with a save. His second of the contest. "15 minutes remain in this first half. And that pass from Gillig runs out of play for a goal kick. No substitutes for Franklin. A pair of substitutes for the Ravens. As another substitute will come on for Anderson. That's 32. Illy McQuitty comes on for the Anderson, comes on for Poku on this right hand side. Pereira wins it back for Franklin, trying to pick out a pass. Does so, finds Stout on this left-hand side. Pereira will try to make the big switch of play, trying to find Heinrich, headed away out of his reach, and now Anderson back with possession. Pereira steps in, intercepts that pass. Seems like Anderson kind of settling in more. Franklin chasing possession a little bit, but making the challenges they need to win the ball back in some dangerous areas where Franklin could then quickly strike. Heinrich and Pereira really putting in the press. Well was Bolovic and Ramsey in the midfield doing well to win the ball back for Franklin before Anderson can get into these attacking positions. Stout wins it on the far side for Heinrich, and now Heinrich has some room to run on the right-hand side, battling with position, trying to keep it alive, plays it back for Ramsey. Ramsey has some options in the middle. Pereira was free for a moment, plays it to Bolovic. Now Franklin switches field with Stack. Now Bolovic back to Stack. Flick on there from Pereira. Tries to find Bolovic up top. Franklin unable to keep it. And now Anderson back looking to drive forward. Up top with Lewis. Plays it out wide for Gillig. Gillig has some space to work with on the right-hand side. Crosses it low into the box. Gent there to get it away. And a shot taken, deflected off the head of one defender. Shot taken and out wide left. Chaotic moment in the box there after the shot from Grubbs takes a deflection off the head of a defender of Franklin. Bounced around the box, some offsides appeals. The flag stayed down the entire time. And a shot eventually put wide by the Ravens. So another big chance there for Anderson. Mays keeps it alive for the Ravens. Out wide. Gillig trying to play it across again, this time towards the near post for Lewis. And then it's cleared away by Darnold. Out for a throw-in. Long throw in towards the box, flicked on towards the back post, and then just put wide of the left post of Rowe. A good throw-in play there as McQuitty flicked it on into the middle of the box for Anderson, and then that is Lewis, who was the one that put the chance wide for Anderson, and big chance missed there by the Ravens as Kalali Bala will check in for Franklin as Sal Cruz heads to the bench. Lucas Flores and Aaron Lage also on for sub. A lucky deflection here for Abalo. Abalo has a chance, one man to beat, and can't get around him as that's 25. Luke Wyman back to defend, and he will just play it out for a corner for Franklin. So with 8:45 to play in this first half, Franklin with their first corner of the contest. Sasso will be the one to deliver it. Numbers forward, just 2 men back for Franklin. Aaron Lage sits at the top of the box. Perea should be the target and so in the middle, this time it falls for a Franklin attacker, but he heads it just wide left. I believe that is Darnold who was the one to get his head onto it. And then Anderson will take the goal kick quickly. We have 8 minutes just to play in this first half. Ballo fighting with Gillick, trying to keep it in play, and Gillick will just run it out. As a fire truck pulls into the vicinity, not sure what that is all about here. Pulls into the parking lot here at Foss Stadium, but Anderson on the attack. Lewis plays it out wide, trying to find it back to Lewis. Cleared away by Ramsey and Aaron Lage, trying to go forward with it now. Stout left-hand side, trying to find a Ibalo. Now a handball called on Ibalo. Now a free kick for Anderson in a wide area here. Chance for Grubbs to try to cross it in. And then a bit of a deceptive play here as they try to play it down wide for Vaughn. Vaughn will cross it in. And flying in on the header attempt was Jack Harris, but he couldn't connect with it, and it goes back for a goal kick. 5 minutes and change to play in this first half. Anderson really putting on the pressure these last 10 minutes on Franklin's goal. Hasn't been able to find the attempted needs to put one past the keeper row. And it's still 0-0 with 5.5 minutes to play. Errant pass there from keeper Rowe. Sees Anderson through here. Darnold makes a key intervention. It falls just as far as Mays. Mays will try to cross into the box on the back post. Bounces before Stout can clear away cleanly this time. Dangerous moment there again from Franklin. But the defense with the 3 seniors in the back line there to clear it away. Pereira wins it back for Franklin, and Sasso has some numbers. Tries to play it up top for Flores. Flores with some room on the right-hand side. Tracking back is Wyman. Flores will take a shot. Deflected off of Wyman. Still alive here. Foot race to it. And Wyman wins that race and keeps it in play. And Anderson now looking for themselves. Out wide with Mays on the right-hand side. Overlaps it for Vaughn. Vaughn looking for an opportunity to cross it in here. Stout there in the fence makes a challenge, and then he'll run out for a corner kick for Anderson. Just 4 minutes to play remain in this first half. Anderson with another corner kick, this time from the right-hand side. Will still be Grubb to take it. Anderson a little deceptive on these corners, have caused some confusion from Franklin defenders. Pereira will rise to it and clear it away. Stepping in there is Kindler to win it back for Anderson. Now a shot from distance from Vaughn. That one dipping towards the back corner, but just over the bar. Had some dip on it. Threatened the idea of a save from Rowe, but Rowe just lets it go over the top of the bar and out for a goal kick. Now Lewis up top gets around Gent. Take a shot. Rowe there to punch it away and out for a corner. Leslie Lewis got around the freshman defender Gent and then tried to put a shot at a awkward angle, but forced to save out of the keeper Rowe. 2.5 to play. Corner taken short by Anderson on the far side. Now whipped into the box by Vaughn. Rising up, Gent unable to head it away, and then kicked up into the air, and Rowe will claim it on his goal line. Anderson really dominating this last 10 minutes of play over Franklin, putting multiple shots on target, forcing Rowe to make a few saves in this last 10 minutes to keep the score level at 0-0 here. Flores trying to maybe flick it on for Ubaldo, can't do so. Back there is Vaughn to intercept the header. Now Anderson with under 2 minutes to play. Still trying to break through for our opening goal. But Sasso wins it back for Franklin. Franklin has a chance to attack. Sasso looking for a shot, and that one well over the bar. Has some opportunities around him and couldn't pick out a pass. Decides to go for a shot, and it's too much on it over the bar with 1.5 minutes to play in this first half. Stout clears it away, out for a throw in. Anderson, as the clock ticks to 1 minute to play in this first half. It's a throw in for Anderson. Much against the appeals of the Franklin faithful here. The clock still ticking down. 45 seconds remain. Can Anderson put in the last goal? Vaughn try to do a long throw in. Decides to take it short for Gillig. Gillig will try to cross it in. Low towards Hayes. Hayes kicks it up into the air. Rowe comes out of his box and claims it with the high save. Now Franklin trying to strike forward quickly with clock under 20 seconds now. Sasso plays it up top for Ibalu. Ibalu will head it on for Flores. Back is Wyman, clear with it. And then Flores will kick it off of Wyman and out for a corner. Clock ticks down with 10 seconds to play. See if Franklin can get a quick corner in here. Ibalu tries to play it short for Sasso. Sasso will heave one up, and that won't do it for our first half. Scoreless, 0-0. Franklin with a few chances to get on the board, but mostly Anderson in this final 20 minutes really putting the pressure on the Franklin net. We head into the locker rooms, 0-0. After our first 45, we'll be back in 15 minutes for the second half of action. can't tell if it's somebody locked in a car.
I can't tell.
Yeah.
I think it might be somebody locked in a car because it's just a bunch of people standing outside a car door.
One.
Oh, then maybe.
Maybe it's a kid.
Kid
That's
or
an
a
L.
dog or.
If it's a grown ass human, I'm gonna laugh.
Okay,
Not
come
gonna
on.
lie.
How does a grown ass human get locked in a car?
They could be unconscious.
That's why I would laugh.
That
Not gonna
that
lie.
is completely possible.
It could be a child or a dog. I can't really tell.
My thing is, why
that
hasn't
falls
an
on my
adult like
My guess is that if
owner
it's,
of car?
my guess is that if it is an adult, it's an incredibly sad story.
How do you get that?
I seriously.
I can't tell their numbers. I had to write them down, figure out where they're playing.
You're doing fine.
For the first like 10 minutes, I'm like, I think that's number 30 all the way over on the left side of the field. I hope it is if we're gonna guess it. Substitutes, I just stare down the binoculars for 30 seconds, waiting for them to turn around. So you can't see the front number
No, you can.
or the short number.
No.
And the back number, you can only see it if they're directly facing you.
Huh?
There you go, dogs. Or animals allowed to
Yeah.
cross stadiums.
It's a service animal.
Oh, okay.
It's a little beagle over there.
He was like,
I'll shut up.
That's the only time that is allowed.
Yep.
You already kicked one dog out, so.
Okay, thank you. Okay. I was just confused. I appreciate the clarity.
No, I mean it's not wearing.
yeah, it's not wearing a vest.
It's wearing like a fur.
That was my thing. Is I didn't think it was because it wasn't wearing a vest or anything like that. They come at us for not knowing all the way up until we got a vest.
Why would you
Yeah. I might just still eat it cold. Okay. Can't have it. Thank you, P. You're the best. You're welcome. I'll see you later.
This game is very interesting. The referees actually just like I think we've had a couple of games where like the referee is like hits some bad calls and I'm like I don't know if I'm liking this game at all. I feel like every handball that has not been called that should have been called. I'm like, why it skips both volleyball? Yeah, it should have gone another way. But maybe I'm biased because I want to say the strikeout.
I think a couple of the handballs that he didn't call were kind of iffy. I didn't think they were.
There was ones where he just didn't call them, but I'm like,
Yeah, and that was, yeah.
like those are the ones like I'm more like concerned about. Anytime, sure.
It's getting cold out there.
Dude, like sitting in front of this window, I just want to get close so bad.
When you went back to your room, why didn't you grab a hoodie?
I have a jacket, but I don't feel like putting it on. Because I don't start sweating when I start talking. And I want to sweat while I talk.
Oh, you're nervous to talk to all the Franklin College Patriots.
Dude, like 7 people watching this game. If we're that lucky.
That's probably like at least 3 people actually watching the game. Which is probably my mom.
Probably my mom.
And then the rest like they just have playing in the background.
My mom said she couldn't stand soccer, so she only turns it on at the end of games. To hear me say goodbye. Or turn it on the beginning and ends.
That is smart.
But basketball, they love watching the basketball games. I do.
I heard you guys.
Because my parents are big basketball fans.
My mom gets to watch like any sport that my friends are into. So when she hears somebody's in there, she's like, "Oh, I have to watch it now." Turn up again. And I'm like, I know you have something else to do with your life right now.
There's better sports to watch too.
What are you watching? I'm always upset because she like texts me like halfway through the Sun meets and she's like, I didn't see the live stream. I'm like, still you.
I hope it's there. There's a YouTube page that are always on.
Has to. Well, even the ones in Purdue, I mean, Purdue doesn't have a live stream, so that sucks.
Yeah.
We've only had like one of them games.
Welcome back here to Fought Stadium, second half of action. Getting ready to get underway. A back and forth first half saw us stay level at 0-0, but Anderson 8 shots on goal, or 8 shots, 1 on goal. Franklin 6 shots, 2 on goals, forcing 2 saves from the keeper Braden Kennedy and 1 save out of the senior Ian Rowe. So second half action, which team can break the deadlock first and maybe be the winning goal these teams need. Franklin trying to play spoiler of the Anderson season, try to keep them out of the conference tournament and pick up their first win of the season. Anderson trying to end this poor run of form, winless in their last 5, and stay in contention for that last ACAC tournament spot as they sit just 1 point back as they enter match play today. And so we'll get us started with the kickoff, and we're 45 minutes and counting down for the finale of this one. See which team can settle in first here in this second half. Anderson down the right-hand side, trying to play into the boxes. Gillick, but can't find anything. It goes out off a Franklin player and out for a corner kick for Anderson. Five corners in the first half for the Ravens. 6-1 coming here. Should be Vaughn, take it again, or Grubbs. Grubbs will try to play it to the top of the box. Back out wide for Grubbs. Now into the box, a Poku there. So is Lewis, but Lewis can't get a foot onto it as the keeper Rowe claims it for Franklin, and he tried to set off Cruz, but last man back, Gillig, makes a crucial intervention there. Anderson with throw in on the far side now. Trying to break down this Franklin back line. Franklin's defense been holding sound for the first 45, but not a lot of substitutes in that first half. Pereira played every minute, along with every defender, and Belovic as well played every minute of that first half. Here's Belovic now on the right-hand side. Finds Heinrich. Heinrich in the box. Offside flag goes up, though, on the near side. Heinrich just offside. Taken free kick off the offside, taken quickly by Anderson as they try to put on the attack with Harris here. Franklin, they like to play hustling offense and tracking back well for 60 so minutes, but then the legs just kind of get a little tired. Not a lot of depth on this team as Franklin has struggled past that 60th minute mark. Seen multiple halftime leads slip away in this season. So Belovic wins it back, headed away by Vaughn. And Wyman at left back. Keeps it for Anderson. As Vaughn will try to switch the field for Gillig. Gillig takes a touch, keeps it in play. Now on to the left-hand side. Looking for Wyman on the edge of the left box. And then Stout there to defend that attempt. Heinrich back with him to help out, trying to keep it in play. We'll have to concede. Throw in, given to Franklin. So the first 5 minutes of this second half elapses by, and Franklin been on the back foot a little bit. An offsides called there on Heinrich. Big call. But Franklin needs to keep generating offense. They have the more shots on target, but neither of them were two very threatening attempts. Both were pretty tame on the keeper, Kennedy. Sasso applies the pressure on the back line, forces Kennedy just to boot it out of the play. Now Franklin with a throw in. Darnold treks forward, so maybe Franklin trying to get a long throw in here, looking for Perea in the box, trying to flick it into the middle. Chests it down instead, keeps the possession. Perea still there, takes a dive, or a foul there, nothing called. That was some pretty serious contact. It seemed to be on that challenge there on Perea. Went down, couldn't tell if he was in the box or on the outside of the box, if it would have been a penalty or not. But a big no call by the referee there. Perea seemed to have gotten taken down. He doesn't go down easily. So Anderson settling into this second half, trying to break down Franklin. Chasing our opening goal here. The Anderson and Franklin women's team played last night here at Foss Stadium. That was also a scoreless draw. A thrilling one, many chances down to the end. Both teams were fighting for crucial spots in the conference tournament last night. Both teams had their opportunities late in the game. Both keepers making big saves. Kept them off the score sheet. Now into the box comes the free kick here, but Rowe claims that. We could see maybe another scoreless draw with some big keeper saves in this one. Similar outcomes. The 2 draws Franklin has earned in conference play haven't really looked like this one. Usually the 2 draw they had against Transylvania saw Ian Rowe make 13 saves. The goal was under siege all night. This one, Anderson dominating possession, but not really dominating attacking possession per se. And with 37 minutes to play, we'll see if Anderson starts getting more bodies forward, trying to chase the goal they need for a winner, or Franklin can keep winning the ball back in these dangerous areas and create an attack, and then finally finds the back of the net. As I say that, here comes Franklin Perea, trying to play it out wide for Sasso, intercepted by Apoku. Now going forward, Apoku trying to play it over the top. Rowe out of his net. Rowe misplays it into the middle and can't finish off. The chance is Mandolini, and then it's cleared away. Mandolini couldn't quite use his left foot to put it in the back of the net after he got around the keeper, Rowe, and back in defense was Darnold to clear it away at the last moment, and Franklin dodges a bullet there. Now on the long throw-in, headed away by Darnold. Kept it into play, crossed in towards the back post. Rising for the header is Belolovic, and now Franklin has a chance to attack with Heinrich. Coming back is Vaughn, and Vaughn, a lot of contact there, no call given on the down player Heinrich, but now Franklin trying to go forward. Sasso, nice turn there, trying to get around his defender, but will beat him to it and play it back to Kennedy. Vaughn was coming back in a hurry there with Heinrich had some space to run in front. And now there's a foul on the far side. Vaughn committed the challenge, made it clean in the eyes of the referee. So first 10 minutes of the half go by. A free kick here for Franklin. Well out wide and way too far out for a shot, but a chance for a long cross into the box here. Try to find Perea in the near post. Rises up, can't get to it. Heinrich will try to take a shot from the top of the D. Ramsey will take a low-driven shot, and that's deflected off the back of Heinrich, and now Anderson tries to go forward. Sasso steals it back for Franklin. Now Anderson trying to drive forward. That pass off target. Looking for Weinman. Ramsey plays it for Perea. Perea unable to keep that pass in play, and it's out. Throw into the Ravens. Poku trying to get around Stack, and then can't keep it in play, and throw in for Franklin. Now Darnold fighting with Mandolini, and Darnold wins that effort, and now Bolovic has space to go forward with Perea. Bolovic back with it. Bolovic out wide to Heinrich. Heinrich on the outside, the left side of the box. Into the middle for Perea. Perea gets a touch, can't get a shot off as it's deflected away. And now a throw in for Franklin in this far corner. And we'll see if Darnold will make his trek back from the center back position into this throw in. Long throw in basically in the all the way far right corner for Darnold. Franklin trying to capitalize on this attempt. Into the box, looking for Perea. Perea flicks it into the middle. Ramsey rises, can't get a head to it, and then it cleared away by the Ravens. Mandolini on the right-hand side. Sasso there in defense stops the counterattack. Both teams trying to just catch each other out of position potentially. Out wide here with Grubbs. Grubbs trying to play a Poku, and Rowe will come out of his net and keep that one in his grasp before Poku can get there. Gillick clears that one long for Anderson. Now driving forward, trying to play it forward for a Poku. Out comes Rowe and makes another grab from the on-running Opoku. As we chug along in this second half. Both teams getting some dangerous opportunities in the opposing boxes. Biggest one had to be Mandolini's open goal chance that was cleared off the line by Franklin. Right up, trying to play up top for Heinrich. Poku on this near side, sliding in for the challenge. Clean tackle there from Perea. Now Heinrich trying to keep it in and can't do so. And then a handball there on the attacker. Grubbs called by our center ref. As the first 15 minutes have gone of the second half. Just a half hour remains in this contest. Franklin chasing their first win of the season in their penultimate home game of the year. Last one will be on Tuesday versus rivals Hanover. Now Sasso wins it back for Franklin and tries to drive forward. Sasso still with it. Lays it off for Ramsey. Ramsey let's try to keep possession here for the Grizzlies. In trouble there, though, is Stout on the far side. And loses possession, and Anderson now can go forward. Ramsey tracking back. Opoku looking forward, looking for Mandolini. Jenton is there with the header. Still not clear as it falls back to Opoku, who can't connect on a pass, and it goes out for a throw-in. Pair of substitutes preparing for the Ravens. Now up top with Lewis. Lewis plays it down the line for Mandolini. Mandolini trying to get around one. Fighting with Darnold. Darnold using his strength to fend off the attacker Mandolini and does so and clears it away. Anderson still with possession though. Diagonal ball across the box into the middle. Still alive here for Anderson. But Ramsey steps in. Pereira, the one to clear it away. Now Sasso has Cruz up in front and Pereira. Play it up top for Heinrich on the overlapping run. Heinrich into the middle for Pereira. Pereira brings it down on his right foot. Places it back for Cruz. And Cruz, shot saved by Kennedy. What a save by Braden Kennedy. Saul Cruz almost grabbed his first goal of the season, and none would have been a bigger moment than that on senior day for Saul Cruz. That was the best chance of the game so far for the Grizzlies, but the junior keeper, Braden Kennedy, there to match the effort from Saul Cruz. Franklin with the corner now, following that attack. Corner comes in towards the middle, header, and that one found the head of Ramsey, but he can't put it on target, and it's out wide right. Now Stout can't properly clear it. Takes the deflection, but Darnold there to recover and clear it away for the throw-in. Another substitute for Anderson. Unsure who that might be. Hard to see some of these Anderson numbers in this glaring light from up here in the press box. We'll use our trusty binoculars as much as we can, but we'll get those substitutes with you as we can. Throw in into the box, head off the back of an Anderson attacker, and it goes out for a goal kick. Down the left-hand side goes Anderson. Quilly trying to get around Stout. Then a foul called. Down the right-hand side, Gillig can't keep it in play, or he does so on that far side, but eventually it runs out of play. 25 minutes to play in this second half. Both teams still deadlock at zeros. Franklin missed the opportunity with Saul Cruz to take the lead, but Mandolini on the Ravens side also missed an open netter. Both teams having their chances. Which team will take it first? Perea wins it. Going forward now for Franklin. Sasso, 1-2 with Perea. Perea still has the options forward, trying to pick out Sasso. Sasso will take a shot from distance, and that had pace on it, but not the accuracy it needed. And it's out for a goal kick. This Franklin attack looking more potent than normal, putting multiple shots on target, forcing saves out of the keeper Kennedy. Down the left-hand side, the ball for Wyman. Rowe will be out to claim it. Heinrich up top trying to hold it off, get around his defender. But back there is, so that's Vaughn. Back there now Perea finds Belovic. Belovic can't get a shot off. And it's cleared away, and then a foul committed there by Sasso, and it's a free kick for the Ravens. Heinrich brings it down for Franklin. Unable to keep it as Harris picks it back up in the midfield for the Ravens. Now, interception won by Franklin. Sasso plays it back for Heinrich, who plays Caballo down left-hand side. Caballo unable to win the foot race. Tracking back are these two pacey center backs of the Ravens, keeping these long balls in check, not letting anybody get behind them. So now another throw-in attempt. Darnold will be the one to do it. Again on the long throw. He'll throw it in. Looking for Perea, flicked on in the middle of the box. Ibaldo has it, gets a shot off, deflected. Belovic will get a shot off, it's deflected. Now falls for Sasso, who gets another shot deflected. No way through this Anderson defense on that series of shots. Now Perea wins it up. Perea tries to play it back for Ibaldo, but Ibaldo not quite there yet. Franklin really, last 5 minutes, taking control of the attacking pressure. Unable to capitalize. Now Anderson looking to go forward down the right-hand side. Goes the Ravens. Numbers in the box. Into the middle. Nobody on that man as he gets a shot. Plays it. Pass. That was a dangerous moment. Well defended by the freshman Jackson Gent. As there was multiple Ravens in the box there, just with two Grizzlies back to defend. But they do so cleanly. Now, flipped into the box, headed away, and Ibaldo trying to get it going forward for Franklin. One back by the Ravens. Now a shot there from Daniel Carlin, and he'll find the hands of Rowe on that shot. Flores, one of the subs in for Franklin. Saw him in the first half. Perea up top, keeps it, plays it back for Sasso. Sasso tries to play it back for Perea, and then Perea unable to keep possession. And it's out for a throw in for the Ravens. Franklin creating and getting opportunities in the final third, the Ravens just have been able to connect on that last pass they need. They had that one chance with Saul Cruz in the box off of the pass from Perea, but nothing there for him on the shot as Kennedy punched it away. So 20 minutes to play. Clock continues to tick down. Both teams chasing what would likely be the winner. Now a big switch of play for Wyman, but a heavy touch sees that one go out of play.
Actually better luck next year. There was a ball boy lined up. Pretty easy.
Bolovic wins it for Franklin, plays it up top, looking for Flores. Flores unable to keep it, but now Franklin trying to put a bit of press on, force an errant pass. In the middle, Harris deals with the pressure nicely and gets it out wide for Gillig. Gillig has some room to run on the right-hand side. Looking for options, cuts it inside. Back with Grubbs. Grubbs with space to shoot. And on the left foot, can't put any power behind it, and it's an easy claim for Ian Rowe. But that's his 5th save of the contest. Ramsey's pass can't find his target, intercepted. But Ramsey, good determination to win it back for Franklin. And now Stout to Bolovic. Bolovic with some options, plays it out wide for Flores. Flores on his right-hand side looking to cross it into the box, looking back for Bolovic. Bolovic beaten to it by a defender and cleared away, and now Anderson will try to strike on the attack. And nobody there to get on the end of that pass for Anderson, and Rowe will just pick it up. Ballo brings it down for Franklin. Pereira playing it back to Iballo. Iballo with some space into the middle, trying to find Sasso. Sasso with some room to shoot, gets it on his left foot, takes a shot right at the keeper, Kennedy, and Kennedy makes another save. 4th save of the night for Braden. Kennedy keeps us level. Another great scoring a chance built by the Grizzlies. Great passing there to find Iballo with space on the left-hand side. And Sasso got his shot he wanted on that left foot in the middle of the box. Just couldn't find the placement as Kennedy grabbed the easy save.
Just cut back into defenders.
Pair of Anderson substitutes waiting to come back on. Perea heads it on long for Iballo. Iballo trying to keep it in play. With him is a defender who will clear it away. It's hard to see some of these numbers right now with these black jerseys of the Ravens. So I'm not sure exactly which defender's making the challenges. Trying my best up here. So 60 minutes to play. Long throw in by Darnold. Perea will try to flick it in. Iballo keeps possession for Franklin. Tries to cross it in. Takes a deflection and goes out for a corner for Franklin. Franklin with the corner. Well, there are a few corners of this contest. Just had one in the first half. Might have had another in the second. Sasso will deliver it into the box, looking for Gent. Deflected into the box, still bouncing around. Gent will try to play it back forward. Overhead kick attempted there by Flores, but right into the defender. But Sasso will pick it up, try to cross it back in, looking for Ibalo near post, but Kennedy out of his box to make the easy claim with 15 minutes left to play. We'll see how tired some of these legs for the Grizzlies might get. A lot of people haven't come off. Sasso and Pereira have not come off for Franklin. There has Bolovic or any of the back four defenders, as Anderson will get 2 substitutes on. As Mandolini will come on. Well, with Poku, I believe, on for Anderson. Now Sasso plays Pereira. Pereira with options ahead. Can't pick up a pass and takes some contact and is down on the challenge. And that will force a stoppage of the clock here as Pereira goes down pretty hard. We'll step aside as he gets checked on by our trainers here. Pereira helped off the field with the assistance of our athletic training crew. They'll get that. Looks like it was an ankle. Got stepped on. Get that checked out, maybe taped up. As the substitute Ignacio Aranlage comes on for Franklin. See if that impacts the game. Pereira has been very good going forward for Franklin. Linking up that midfield in the attack. Aranlage, cheeky pass there, finds Flores. Back to Aranlage. Aranlage with a chance to shoot. Can't get the shot off. Taken down. No penalty given. It looked like the Aranlage lost possession. Nothing really caused him to other than just his own mishap, and then gets tripped up. No foul called. No shot even hit by Lage. And now Anderson driving forward. That was a big moment there. Franklin unable to capitalize. Now out wide with Grubbs. Anderson back on the attack. Grubbs on his left-hand side. Now Anderson switches it to the right-hand side, trying to get into the box of Franklin, and that one towards the near post, but Rowe there to claim it. And there's 13 minutes to play. Both teams looking for the opening and potential winning goal of this contest. Ibalo wins it back for Franklin. Ibalo looking to go drive through this defense, gets past one. Stepping back there is Vaughn, and he will clear it away. Substitution for Anderson. And on that substitution, clock will stop.
12:20. Yeah, we got it.
Our Referee just making sure we got the clock stopped on time. 12:20 to play. Franklin wins it back. Aaron Lage playing up top, looking for Sasso. Sasso with some room. Plays to play it for Flores. Falls to Aaron Lage outside the top of the box. Ramsey stepping up, trying to win it back. That's Belovic. Now Ramsey in defense. Opoku down the left-hand side. Opoku stepping in, and the challenge is the senior Logan Ramsey. On senior night, these seniors trying to get their first win on the season. Fighting for it. Going down to the wire here at Foss Stadium. Opoku flips one into the middle. Aaron Lage will clip it up top for Flores to chase on, but it goes out of play. And then Stout will poke that one out again, throw in. 11 minutes and 10 seconds on the clock. Still level at 0-0. Long throw-in chance here for the Ravens. Franklin needs to defend this towards the near post. Jet rises up, wins the header. Not yet cleared. That time, Stack there to intercept the pass. And Flores will play it up top for Aaron Lage. Aaron Lage trying to win it back for Franklin. Franklin forcing Anderson to play it back to the keeper, Kennedy. And now maybe a bit of a press here. Kennedy will go long for Poku, and that will just go out of play. Throw in for... And Britton Heinrich will make his return for Franklin. The senior scored his first goal of his career early in the season against DePaul. Comes on here with 10 minutes to play as Franklin chases the goal they will need to pick up their first win of the season on senior night. Substitution for Anderson as the clock will stop again with 10:12 to play. Substitution as Poku believed to be coming off. And subbing on is 32 McQuitty will come on for the Ravens. McQuitty with possession, trying to keep it away from Franklin. Aaron Lage trying to slow down Grubbs and with the jersey tug, and that will warrant the first card of the night towards the freshman Ignacio Aaron Lage. And so a free kick for Anderson, and far away from the goal, pushing him all the way back towards the 36-yard line on the football field here. But it's wide enough to where you can potentially cross this in. Standing over it is Grubbs, as long with Vaughn behind him. We saw them earlier in this half in the first half, saw Vaughn overlap, fake the first kick, and then overlap for a run down the left-hand side. Could see that again here. No one on that left-hand side for Franklin. And could see maybe them try to get a bit wider here. There's two people in the wall, Aaron Lage and Heinrich, and they do that. Heinrich will leave the wall and decoy into the box. Save made by Rowe on the kick save, and a beauty from Ian Rowe. Keeps us scoreless. What a save from Ian Rowe to keep us scoreless. We saw a similar situation in the women's match last night. Keeper McKenna Mundy made a leg save on that near post. Same end as well for Franklin to keep the score level late in that one. And Ian Rowe does his imitation of her and keeps the score at 0-0. Iballo flips it on, looking for Sasso. And now Anderson back on the attack with McQuitty on the left-hand side. McQuitty trying to play it up top for Lewis. Donald back in defense. Donald pokes it away, and Belovic wins it back for Franklin. Lewis flips one on. McQuitty trying to chase it. Stout back to head it away. Still in play, and McQuitty will just let that run out of play. So another setup for a long throw in for Anderson. So long throw in towards the near post, headed away, and it's headed out back in a corner kick won by the Ravens. 8:20 to play. 7th corner of the game for the Ravens. Can they capitalize on this one? Everybody back except Teo Sasso for Franklin. Everybody forward except one man for the Ravens. Into the box, back post. Ramsey clears it away. Aaron Lage whips up for Sasso. Sasso lays off for Aaron Lage. Aaron Lage has some space to run, tracking back. Will try to play it cross field for Heinrich. Heinrich trying to chase it down. Keeps it in play. Heinrich plays it back for Belovic. Belovic finds Aaron Lage. Aaron Lage out wide. Shot gets it deflected. Iballo fighting with it. That one out of play over the line. And with a substitution for Pereira, the Franklin trying to take the corner or the throw in quickly, but Pereira will come back on with 7.5 to play. He went off earlier with that ankle injury. You can see still nursing it a little bit, limping as he runs on, but clearly fine enough to try to push for the final 7.5 minutes to get this opening goal for Franklin. Heinrich immediately tries to find Pereira. And Heinrich takes down Harris, and it's a free kick for Anderson. Now Kindler on the left-hand side, looking for options forward. Back is Belovic and Ramsey. Midfield in front of the back line. Back with Kindler. In the middle with Vaughn. Vaughn will step forward. Plays it out wide, looking for, I believe that's Gillig on the far right side. He'll cross it in, get it deflected. Still fighting for it on the far side. Still in play is Gillig. I believe that's Stout out there in defense. Anderson gets it back wide towards the middle. Pereira wins it back for Franklin. Pereira goes in on the dive. Shot taken. Deflected. Still in the box for Anderson. McQuitty plays it back. Cross towards the back post. Rising up for it. Into the middle of the box. Still bouncing around. Rowe able to finally get a hand to it. And now Rowe will play it quickly with 6:15 to play. Numbers 4 for Franklin. Sasso has Iballo, and he can't connect the pass. Had the pass intercepted by the last man back. There was 3 Grizzlies running onto that one. So Pereira has some options. He'll take one from distance, deflected, falls to Heinrich. Heinrich in the box. Can't get his shot off. Back to Pereira, fighting for it. Anderson scrappy defending, keeping it alive, and now Anderson looking for the attack with 5:40 to play. Up the middle, looking for Weinman. Back to make the challenge. The freshman stepping in well in that center back role. And wins it back for Franklin. Pereira will settle it. Play it out wide for Sasso. Sasso goes down the line, gets past Gillig. Sasso driving towards the box, tries to cross it in, takes a deflection and goes out for a corner for Franklin. 5 minutes and ticking down. Franklin with a corner, one of their few corners of the evening, trying to grab the winner late on here. It's not Sasso to take this corner. It is Britton Heinrich, the senior, on to take this corner. So he whips it in and towards the middle of the box. Pereira gets it, head to it, gets deflected away. And Ramsey will just play it back and play it back up long, looking for Pereira. And then out comes the keeper, Kennedy, and it's a easy claim for him. 4.5 minutes to play now. Anderson on the attack. Gent there to clear it back long the other way. Will we see another scoreless draw like our women's contest between these two teams last night, or will one of these teams grab the winning goal? As clock stops here for a substitution for Anderson. So they have a throw in on that far side. So throw in for the Ravens on that far side of the field. Another long throwing attempt by Vaughn, and try to find somebody in that box. Franklin will have to rise to it. Pereira will get to it, and he'll just sky it out back. Gives up a corner.
Oh, it's the clock. Run the clock.
So the clock not starting there on the free kick, now ticking down on the corner, or the throw-in attempt, sorry. And now the corner will take place with 3:45 to play. Anderson whips it into the box, towards the back post, headed across towards the near post, off the line, and cleared away. Can't tell. Looks like it'll be a corner. Anderson upset about something in that scram in the middle, but it goes off a Franklin defender and out for another corner for Anderson. This clock gets stopped as one of the players gets a talking to from our center ref. So 3:25 on this corner attempt. Anderson into the box, towards the back post, rising up for a header. No one there to get it, and then a shot taken through some traffic, but Rowe there on the dive and claims it for Franklin. So 3 minutes and ticking down. Under 3 minutes of play. That one will roll back to Kennedy, and Anderson now will try to build up from the back. Ramsey tries to take it away from Grubbs in the midfield. Ramsey will poke that one back out. Throw in for Anderson, 2.5 to play. Anderson with a throw in. Looking long, flicked on. Gent there to match it. And he'll play it towards the middle. Nay, that one just over the line. Out of play instead of up top for Ibala, so a throw in for Anderson again with 2:10 to play. Long throw in. Gent there with the header. Heads it the other way. Finally settled by Anderson. Grubbs skips past one, plays it into the middle. Now out wide. Back for Gillig. Into the middle again. Taken away by Pereira, and now Franklin can break. Sasso on the left-hand side. Sasso trying to keep with it. Dispossessed, and with a minute and a half remaining, Anderson might get our final attack here. Down the right-hand side. Anderson into the midfield. Up top, cleared away by Belolovic. But only as far as Grubbs. Now cross into the box. Taking a touch, shot over the bar and off the football crossbar, and that was too high. Minute and change, counting down. Franklin not showing much urgency, might just take the draw here as it's just a minute to play. Probably a lot of tired legs on this pitch for Franklin. Not been able to chase some of these balls that they were able to 20, 30 minutes ago. So under a minute to play, Franklin in Anderson here, still level at 0-0. Rowe plays it long, looking for Ramsey, headed away, and then taken on the right-hand side by Anderson. Down the line, looking for Mandolini. Mandolini still giving chase. 30 seconds to play. Out for a throw-in for Anderson. So throw-in for the Ravens might be our last action of the game. Throw-in towards the near post, into the middle of the box, bouncing around, headed away. Still in play. Cross into the box towards the back post. At the top of the D, shot taken, pushed away by Darnold, and that'll do it. Franklin will hold on for the draw. A high energy 0-0 scoreless draw. Both teams put shots on target. Big saves from both keepers, Braden Kennedy and Ian Rowe. Ian Rowe, the hero here on senior night, keeping a point for Franklin, taking a point away from Anderson. A big point loss for the Ravens as they still chase that final spot in the HCAC tournament with one match to play. They will head to Berea to finish their season. Franklin will be on in action back here on Grizz TV on Tuesday here at 7 p.m. against arch rivals Hanover. Thank you all for watching. I was your host, Ryan Gage, and thank you all, and have a great rest of your night.